What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at this 2012 Mazda Speed3, take it out for a spin and see what this car has to offer. I've never driven one of these. I've been around the Evos, the SCIs, the WRXs a lot, but never been behind the wheel of a Speed3. So the question of today's video, is this the ultimate daily? It's a hot hatch, so you have practicality, but then it also has a turbocharged engine and a manual transmission, which should make it a pretty fun car to drive. So we're here with Jacob, the owner of this car. I'll have his Instagram down below, definitely check him out. He's got some really sick pictures of this car. But anyway guys, let's hop in the Speed3 and see what this thing's like. Alright guys, so we are now in the Speed3. So you have quite a few parts on it. Is this a short throw shifter already?
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow. Is that? Okay.
There you go.
Alright, take two now. Alright, so short throw shifter, you got what, intake, full exhaust system, it's tuned up a little bit.
Yep.
And then you got the Cobb access port for the tuning. That already sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
And boost gauge right in the center, that's actually factory. That's really cool to see. And guys, remember, we are doing a giveaway this month. If you want to enter to win, all you gotta do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on today's video. More details are in the description below, so definitely take advantage of that. So then on the Speed3, rev matching, very easy to do.
It'll rev to 6,800.
Dang, that's up there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So this car has the stock suspension on it, and as far as normal driving, just comfortable cruising, it's extremely comfortable. I don't feel any bumps. It seems to absorb everything really well. Visibility, as you would expect, is going to be really good in any sort of hatchback like this. So as far as at least being the daily, being the normal car, it seems like it can do all that very well with no issues.
Oh yeah, grocery store adventures are really easy in it.
Yeah. So that is about it for the normal car testing. I think the Speed3 can definitely be a good daily, but can it be a really good hot hatch with some power? A little bit of torque steer, that's probably the only thing you gotta fight a little bit on it.
Definitely.
I have not driven actually a front wheel drive car in a long time. So that I'm not used to the torque steer, but as far as it does go though, that was just barely giving it some gas, and you can feel that it's got some nice punch to it. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a nice acceleration. We have permission to floor it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what kind of power this car really puts out. Sounds really good. Packs a nice punch. It is taking some getting used to the torque steer. It's been a long time. But no, I mean, it gets up to speed super quickly. The shifter feels really good. I like just how it's like notchy. It kind of goes into every gear really
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was like a 10-minute install.
Yeah.
It's not a short throw shifter beneath the shifter like normal.
Yeah.
It's a short throw shifter plate attached to the shift cables up front.
Wow. I didn't even know that was possible.
Oh yeah, super cool.
So then on some nice back roads now, it seems like it takes the turn really well. For stock suspension, I mean, it takes sharper turns like that without any body roll.
Yeah, and I mean, it is, you know, being the Mazda Speed version, it does have the more sporty suspension, so
yeah,
that helps it out a lot.
Yeah, you can tell with these little bumps in this road, we're kind of on an off-road back road here, you can feel them, but it's not jarring or back-braking.
Definitely not. Nothing like coilovers.
Yeah, and it's surprising, the body roll, you really don't feel any body roll. For being a taller car, it's definitely not bad. Yeah, that gets up to 60 really quick actually, that's nice.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
And that's stock turbo, just really just a few bolt-ons and a tune, nothing even too drastic.
Yup.
It's a good balance, you know, it doesn't hit in the back too crazy fast like those bigger turbo cars.
Yeah.
But it's not even remotely slow, of course.
I do like that about this car. There's not a whole ton of lag.
Yeah.
It just, you know, it gets in there and it does what it needs to do.
Yeah.
You kind of fight wheel spin a little bit in first gear, a little bit in second gear, but nothing too drastic.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, as far as lag goes, it really, you give it gas, and it goes. I think that's the biggest thing, if you can get the turbo lag out of there and being a top-mounted intercooler.
Oh yeah.
That does a lot for it. so much taller than a coupe would be, being a hot hatch. But you don't, and being even the stock suspension, you don't feel like any body sway or anything like that.
No, nothing too crazy. And I mean, White Line makes an upgrade for it, and I'm definitely going to get it, but it's not terrible.
Comparing this to like the basics Mazda 3, I guess it'd be called.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference, because that's more of just an economy car.
Oh yeah.
You know, point A to point B. But with this, with Mazda's even racing heritage and all that kind of stuff, they tune this up to actually be a performance vehicle.
Oh yeah.
But you still got the daily drivable stuff. So let's do a second gear pull from about 25. That was 60 right there. Yeah, there was maybe 500 RPMs worth of turbo lag. So that is definitely not laggy at all. Do a lot of people do front mount intercoolers for these cars?
They do. A lot of them do. More big turbo cars go front mount just because they need the space, because they have to do a top mount turbo manifold.
Okay.
So you need the space at that point. But there are people who do stock turbo, or even, you know, slightly above stock turbo, and do front mounts.
Okay.
And that's, you know, that's how you consider yourself stage 3 is the front mount. That's going to be the big difference, and the boost goes up a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm noticing on your intake temperature gauge, it's set 57 degrees right now.
Yeah.
Which is impressive because the air filter's sitting in the engine bay.
Yeah, and it's 53 degrees outside.
Yeah, so we're barely above ambient in a turbo car, which is very rare. So to be, you know, maybe like 8 degrees above that, I mean, even the stock intercooler is doing everything it needs to do.
Oh yeah.
So you have the muffler off of the car right now that's getting custom built and everything.
Yep, custom axle back, different mufflers.
Nice.
And it's going to be quieter than this, louder than the MagnaFlow muffler. It's a very sizable muffler, so it makes the car very quiet. When you're getting on it, it makes a noise, but other than that, it's pretty much just quiet.
Okay.
And I come from straight pipe Miatas and other loud vehicles where this was way too quiet for me.
Okay. It doesn't even sound bad being just muffled right now.
No, it doesn't have a whole lot of drone. On the highway, there's a little bit more, but for the most part, it's pretty good.
I made a video just like this with my friend's WRX last summer saying, is that the best daily driver? I guess you can get the WRX in a hatchback as well, but at least comparing this one now, this has a lot of the same things to offer. I think just obviously a completely different car inside and out, so whichever one you like better as far as looks go. But if you are looking for a good daily drivable, sporty, fun to drive car, you know, this one has the tuning capabilities, the hatchback design, all the space you would ever need. And are these engines pretty reliable?
Yeah.
Because I know, unfortunately, these Subaru engines don't exactly last too well. I had a few instances where I've known some that blew up. These don't really blow up, I guess.
They do if you beat them on them in the wrong ways.
Yeah.
They can be very unreliable. But as long as you're not being dumb with them and you're treating them right, you know, have the catch can, have the stuff to really help the car. The car is a terrible PCV system from the factory.
Okay.
It needs a catch can. It breathes terribly from the factory. I think that more modified ones are going higher mileages than unmodified ones.
Really?
I know one of the biggest complaints with this car is that it can't breathe. And coming from it being stock to now, I would say very much so. Just putting an intake and exhaust on it opened up the car a ton, and it felt a ton faster.
Yeah.
Now, a good bit of that is definitely going to be in your butt dyno, but outside of that, you know, it does get a little bit faster, and it's more fun to drive.
Yeah. Speed 3, guys. Alright, that was nice.
I'm really glad that happened.
I don't know what it is with Pops, but they make us turn into a child again.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome. I think that was third gear. So then when you bought this car, it just had an air intake on it.
Yeah, that was it. It had the air intake and the turbo inlet pipe.
Okay, so what are the next plans, and how long have you had it now?
I've had it for just over a year. I got it February 1st last year.
Nice. So what's next then?
It's kind of a toss-up. I want to do suspension. I want to finish out the engine mods. It's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now it's in a weird limbo where I just don't know what I'm doing with it.
Well, it's I mean, it seems to be set up really nicely right now, even with the stock suspension. I mean, it could always go a little bit lower just to get that wheel gap.
I want that lower, yeah.
But as far as the engine tuning, I will say the tuning at least, very smooth power delivery. Like, I'm not noticing any flat spots. I mean, it runs super smooth. The turbo delivery seems really good. So it's definitely in a good spot, at least, to kind of chill with it for a little bit.
Yeah, it's in a happy place where I can just drive it and enjoy it, not have to, you know, think about Is it gonna blow up? That kind of deal.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think that is about it then. Taking the Speed 3 out for a test drive. I don't know if it's called a Mazda MazdaSpeed3 or just a MazdaSpeed3. I don't know.
I'm really not 100% sure. I call it a Speed 3.
Yeah, we'll go with a Speed 3. Guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at the Speed 3. Comment down below. Give Jacob a thank you for letting us take out his car for today. It was pretty sweet to drive. Definitely a fun front-wheel drive car. As far as the front-wheel drive cars I have driven, this is the most powerful one.
I appreciate you driving it.
It's got a lot of cool things to offer. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next video.